Alright. December 11th. Trade recap from today and market recap or trades recap because I took multiple. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first trade, I'll show executions. So basically, this was my analysis. I was like, we had this huge dump in Asia overnight. We come back and we rebalance. We come to our 2 to 25 standard deviation, which aligned with, there's a 1 hour BPR here. And then I liked how on the 30-minute we created a 30-minute order block that aligned with a lower time frame CISD, which we tapped. This was a really good level. Gave 2 points of drawdown, and then we flushed down from that level. So inversing this on the 15-minute. So originally I wanted a retrace to 830 because it's just the start of this rejection block. And I just that would have been super clean. I mean, the CE of this wick top ticked, or not top ticked, yeah. But yeah, so I was like, I use shorts for the play. I don't know. There wasn't really any clear draws higher or lower, and the standard deviation wasn't the cleanest. But there was this 1 hour gap here, and then these like lows down here as well. But yeah, so basically, I saw that we inversed on the 15-minute, and then this candle came up and then respected it and made a nice wick. So I was like, okay, realistically, that's super clean. Like, we shouldn't come above the high. And then we respected that, and then we created an order block here on the 5-minute. So I took my entry here on the retrace. Stop was 15 points. Like right there. I did end up being stopped here, no break even or anything. Targeting this 1 hour, so it was almost a 5R trade. And I ran a little bit, came back, ran a little bit more, and then we just kind of created all these low resistance lows, and I was like, okay, like I want to see these get ran, and then we have this and then we have this candle, and I'm like, I get stopped out, and then I wanted to take the 830, but after that I wasn't as confident in it. So on my paper account on demo, I'll log into there real quick. I did take these. As you can see, I did short that. I'm not playing. I did want to short 830 key open, but yeah, no. So I shorted there. We ended up resweeping, tapping this rejection block, but yeah, it would have been a clean short because my stop would have been at this high, at that high. So it sucks because my draw was correct. Even Dutch. He wanted longs. He wanted market open to be bullish, and I was like, nah. Like, I don't know. I want price to go lower. It just makes more sense. I was right, and it sucks because I got stopped out before I was, before price started to show that I was correct. So it just sucks. It really does. So that was that trade breakdown. We sold off to fucking who knows where, bro. Like, this low is not protected. Like, I don't know. I want to see these lows get taken. before going higher. Like, even though we're all the way up here, like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. There's not an SMT or anything. So it really doesn't make sense to me. So because, and with that idea in mind, it comes in my second trade, which we have this 4-hour candle flipping bearish. And then, as you can see, I have the rejection block right here. So I was like, and then the hourly, we tapped the 4-hour rejection block, and then what do? We tapped it, and then we closed bearish and created an order block here. So I took the CE of the order block, a 15-point stop. Or did I have 20? I might have had 20 actually. I don't know. But I was targeting 10 a.m. open. Ended up getting break even here. But kind of sucks. Did I have 15? I can't remember how big my stop was, to be honest. I think it was 20. I can't remember. But yeah, that's where I got in. It was filled. Then we swept, and then we closed lower, and then I'm gonna break even pretty quick. And this one got stopped. Like I said, break even. Really unfortunate. We edged these relative equal lows. I was like genuinely baffled. I was so confident in this trade. Really good entry too. Really precise entry. I liked it a lot. But yeah, both those trades were really good. Like, to be honest, like I'm really like today is the first like for real losing day I've had. My other losing day was a psych, just from psych issues, which I've been working on and getting better about. But this was like an actual losing day where my trades were actually good and I was really confident in them, and they still lost. That trade was super nice, and I have to get better at getting those precise, nice entries, like I have been more recently. And even 830, bro, that would have top ticked. This top ticked, so they're super good entries, bro. You gotta remember that you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So don't ever forget that. But like this entry would have been good. This one was good. Come back. I'm here. This was good. All of them were good. So I'm chilling. Let me check my funded futures. This should be at 9.9. It hasn't updated yet, but it'll update later. But so I'll be down like, this is at 1099, and I was at one. It's like a little over 200, I think. Yeah, like 250 on the down on the day. 4 more winning days. I know I'm gonna get this payout. Like, I know I can. I know I can for sure. So, and I'm proud of today because I took 2 really good trades. For the first one, bias was right. Second one, bias wasn't as right, but you can expect that considering it's later in the day, and the main draws have already been hit, so it's gonna be really choppy. I don't know. I'm proud of how I traded today, even with the losses and the break evens. And this week's been a really brutal week. I had a break even Monday, 3 break evens Tuesday, and the last one I went break even too early out of fear, and it actually would have ended up playing out if I had not done that. So that kind of messed me up. And then yesterday was FOMC, so I did not trade. I slept in, didn't trade, didn't even really bother to look at the charts. And then today was a loss and then a break even. So it's been a pretty brutal week. But tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing. Have patience, have discipline, and I'm going to sit on my hands for a entry that I like to present itself, and then I'm going to take it. So nothing crazy. But yeah. This price action is being really weird. Like, this came out of nowhere. This, like, not gonna lie, I did not expect this shit to happen. I don't know why we dumped so much. I know like a lot of people lost today. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna do some more back testing, practice getting like precise entries, and make a psych video to like just watch to remind myself of some things, and just continue going throughout my day. And yeah, peace.